Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from the United Kingdom. Welcome infidels to my channel. I did not want to make this video. I just want to make that clear. I've been thinking really hard on how to make the video. This is going to be a strong criticism, sort of like a rebuke about GodlessGirl, right? And I'm putting emphasis that I did not want to make the video. So what happened? I need to put a little bit of context because otherwise it would not make fucking sense. A week ago, a little bit more than that, I saw a video of hers from Tom Rabbit's channel on a Clubhouse debate. She was talking to somebody called Aaron, which is, we know as a, well, whoever sees the video would deduce that he's a Christian, right? And and she posted the video on her channel in a simplified version, right, with a couple of gimmicks here and there, right? So this is not a Tom Rabbit video in its entirety. Okay, so this is a focus in GodlessGirl. Okay, so I made a few comments about her performance in the video, and I was criticizing her lack of knowledge of what it was said in the Bible. And let me be absolutely fucking clear. For me, the Bible is bullshit. Okay, but you have to know the bullshit that it says in the Bible. In this case, this lady did not know, right, or was not aware. Okay, she was mixing terms, and the term I was putting emphasis in her video was the word void. Okay, and in the Bible, in the beginning, actually Genesis, and I actually put it in writing in her comment, in the comment section in her video, that she was referring the word void to the universe instead of saying to the planet Earth, right? Because that's in Genesis 1:2. Again, I'm not saying that that's true. It's just, I mean, I'm not saying that the text is true. I'm saying that that's what it says in the text. Okay, so it says that the earth had was without form and void. So basically without anything inside or outside. Okay, so I text her saying that, and she could not comprehend. She did not understand what I was saying. So let me jump into the text that I wrote to her in her chat, in her video, to get the context, and then I'm going to give a critique on the video itself. Okay, so let me jump to, right, that's the actual video, and now I'm going to play it. Oh no, wrong, tell a lie. What I'm going to do is put the text on top of it and do this. Right, now we're talking. Okay, so that is the actual text that I cannot find now on my graphics. That's bullshit. So let me pull it up really quickly. Right, okay, so what you guys can see is what I've said to her is, for fuck's sake, I hate it when some of us atheists get the narrative, in this case was of the Bible, wrong. And I said, GodlessGirl, you were wrong about the location of the so-called void in the books, refer to the void planet and not the universe, right? And the next text is referred to the everybody else. It says, none of you, shit, I should have put N-O-N-E, doesn't matter. None of you picked up on that, and they didn't. They just follow the whim of this girl, GodlessGirl, right? So she wrote to me back saying, referred the void? How do refer a void? Right? So, okay, so when I saw that her first reply, what I had to do, because I don't know this woman, right? I don't know this woman, and I respect women very highly. Okay, so what I did is go back and analyze who this woman was, right, by watching her channel. And I actually did subscribe to her channel. So I watched a couple of videos, and there are some of them that not, they were illicit, they were wrong, right? She was committing fraud in at least one of them. And to put it up in her channel, right, that was telling me, right, that I'm not talking to somebody that has got integrity. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, hold on, if this lady is capable of doing this type of thing, this is a person that needs some help, right? She probably got some mental health conditions or something. I'm not fucking doctor, I'm just a lorry driver, but it's just what I can see. Okay, so then I came back to carry on writing what I was writing the text. So I reiterated saying that you got the narrative of Genesis 1 mixed up, and then because I did my due diligence in the video that she did, that I put in 3 stamps, which actually she talks in reference to the Bible, in reference to the word void in more occasions, but in 3 of them I pinpointed them: 9:45, 10:02, and 10:42. Right, so I said, you mentioned God and the void like it was 2 single things at the beginning. Oh, it was God and then the void. That's fucking wrong. Okay, so I think I understood that she was saying that God and the empty space or the universe, right? And I said, which is wrong, because Genesis 1 mentions void as part of the planet Earth and not in reference to the universe, right? So she responds to me, void to planet? I go, what the fuck? Is she fucking retarded or what? Could she not have studied or refreshed in the Bible before she came and answered me? Because I gave her the solution or the location of her error, because she was talking about this guy about the creation of the universe, right? And in the Bible narrative is in Genesis 1 and 2. Well, more, but that's where it starts basically, right? And she doesn't know when the void concept is referred in the Bible, right? And I go, hold on, how the fuck you make a comment as an atheist if you don't know your enemy, if you don't know your opponent, right? Because, and if you start calling people out, like swearing at them, when you are the one that is ignorant, that will make you a fool by definition, right? You don't go and fucking talk out of your fucking ass, yeah, and shouting and this and that and calling him names and this and that when you're actually wrong, right? And then you got the few atheists there backing you up, right, thinking that you were right. Okay, so I finally, she said, void to planet, right? So look, if there was a void, what the fuck she's talking about? Then neither a planet or universe could exist at the same time. I'm not talking about the fucking time of the universe. I'm just talking about the fucking word that she said it incorrectly, She's in a different in a different. She's using it in a different context, which is not stipulated in the Bible. Okay, so I said to GodlessGirl, and I wanted to. I wasn't criticizing her as a theist because I ain't fucking a theist. So I just wanted to reiterate that. Yeah, is if you don't know by now, I am also an atheist. I understand what you meant in the video, but you use void in the wrong for the wrong reason, as it hasn't got anything to do with the contradiction. It hasn't. It hasn't. She's misusing the term. So I said to her, that's why I did not want to make the video, because I was saying at the beginning, if she would have understood that, then I do not need to do that to do this. He said, I would make sure I would make a short video explaining where you were wrong. I was at that time I was thinking give the explanation in a polite way, before I knew this woman, right? And then she says, I want to see in your video you explain how a void can coexist with a past eternal universe, sir. What the fuck? Right? And I put emphasis a void. Remember, I'm talking about Genesis 1 2. Right? And she's got it fucking. She's got it. She's off the rails. Right? So I said, again, I am not arguing about past eternal universe, which was not what I was talking about. I'm talking about the word void used in Genesis 1. It is not the same as how you used it. Right? Okay, now, having said that, now you know, and I apologize for the mumbling here, but I need to get the context right. Yeah. And then when I criticize the video, right? When I criticize the video, let me go to prepare to the main video. When I criticize the video, you will understand the context behind my criticism. Okay, so without further ado, and again, I apologize for this. Let's go with it, right?
How we understand it doesn't make sense to the atheist, then they're going to reject it. Well, why should
Like
they hold something that doesn't make sense?
a disembodied mind creating the universe is kind of incoherent because it would be like the God existed before time, but that's just gibberish.
Here, she was talking about disembodied mind. That was her focus, which I respect. Right now, she cannot say it's gibberish because she started with the wrong approach. What she should have said is prove that your God exists, and then give me the parameters of that God, and then it would not be gibberish. Because if that piece of shit God exists, and this guy Aaron, can actually put it forward as a positive claim, right? Then she would not say, it's gibberish. It is gibberish because it does not make fucking sense. But if he is correct, it's not gibberish. So that's why her approach should have said. Her approach should have been, prove your God first, right? And then we can debunk your bullshit claims. Okay, but it cannot be gibberish.
How is that?
You can't
Not,
have a before time. Before is temporal.
Yes, you can have a time before some event. Yes, you can. Okay, what it will be is this entity, this person, or whatever, it happened before the event that it was after. If you call a Big Bang, there are people that talk about multiverse, so different poppins, right? So one happened after the other. So yes, it can happen before our time. Our time started at T1, right, or 0, right, when it went boom.
well, you could have a different time frame. Like you could say, I mean, the metaphor I would give you is like say if a house was built in the year 2000, the builder of the house existed before the house was built. So it's kind of arbitrary when you start. I mean, you just say it's
Yeah, but
arbitrary when you start time.
yeah, but that guy is in time, dumbass.
Yes, he is in time, but what he was trying to depict is that he was in a different time, or before the initiation of the building of the house or the building of the universe. It's all relative. I'm saying his Christianity is bullshit. Don't get me wrong, but he's trying to depict that his imaginary friend, aka God, was before. At this moment, he's saying that he existed before the Big Bang. It is bullshit, but that's what he's saying.
You got to throw the dumbass in there, huh?
Yeah, what's the point of saying a dumbass?
Okay. I mean, sure, he's in time, yeah, but you could, I mean, just extend the timeline. Like, you could say the universe is 17 billion years old.
You could just say without time.
That's fucking John Lee talking out of his ass as well, saying, "Oh, without time." See, that's another incoherent thing from a Christian. It just excuses to fit a narrative.
Yeah, but like, you know, you could understand the
Right.
time. So
Yeah,
it's,
but there was God, and then there was the universe.
No, not the universe, our universe. Yeah, and if you want to be precise, it's our visual universe. So, not the universe, because it could be multiverse.
You can't have an and then without being temporal.
yeah, so you have
Sir,
God, and
time,
then you have the
listen,
universe
time
straight
is the
after.
measurement between events.
Sure.
If God exists and then the universe is created, those are two different events.
Yes, I concur.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you see, he's agreeing.
Do you understand
So
now?
what's the problem with that?
I agree with him. What's the problem with that? I'm not saying that the God exists. I'm saying that if he's saying a supernatural entity existed beforehand, and then he or she or it or whatever, yeah, which I don't fucking believe, right? But if he says he created it, then it's a before and afterwards. So
Because that would mean that you can't have a time before times.
no. You see, time is linear. Okay, it's not time before time. It's not the saying that you live in the same time as your mother, right? But your mother existed before that. Yeah, you cannot look in front of your mother. Yeah, you have to do it before or after. Okay, she existed first and then you later. So there's you're talking about different timings. It's wrong.
So there can't be God and then time.
No. The time of our of the Big Bang. You starting wrong.
So you think? So I guess you.
But even so, when you say God and time, the problem is not God and time. The problem is prove your fucking God first. Because even if in a fucking weird, impossible way that he can prove it, then God and time is the question is irrelevant. It's like a magician making a trick. You are looking at the end result. Oh, wonder. Yeah. Oh, this cannot exist. He cannot do that. He can. It's impossible. It is fucking possible because he done the fucking trick, right? But it is a fucking trick. Okay. Now you're talking about God. No. God and before and after. Fuck that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you, right? What you should have done is nail the time that God existed, which he can't, right? And don't try to position where God was in it. Well, sorry, not where God was, where this imaginary person was in our time, or in the universe time. That's the whole fucking problem.
You're saying that time and creation all started, like say 14 or 17 billion years
I'm an
ago.
atheist.
So that's what you're saying.
Well, I mean, there's a
Oh, that's
lot of other
interesting.
options, right? We could live in an oscillating universe where there's been like an infinite number of big bangs and times that the universe collapses in.
That's possible. That's possible, right? What is called multiverse. It's a possibility, right? The problem is that we are on the fringes of the understanding in our universe. And remember, what we are seeing, that's already past. We are looking at the past. We're not looking at the present. When we're looking now, we're not looking at time now. We're looking at what happened billions of fucking years ago. That time there, at our current time, at that current time there, it doesn't exist because the universe is expanding, right? If we try to look at our current, if you can look at the fucking microscope and look at it right now, that's gone because it's expanding outwards.
On itself after it expands. It could be that it came out from nothing. It could be the case that it always existed, like has an past eternal
Oh, that's a dangerous position to put. See, now she just filibustering.
amount of events. Why are you laughing?
You know why? It makes sense why he laughed.
No,
What's
So
funny?
if you went to the always existed option, wouldn't
See, that tells me that this guy's intelligent.
that just couldn't you just make the same kind of thinking about God always existed and then God created the
Yes, he can make the claim because if GodlessGirl says that our universe could have been always existing, which it can't, is a contradiction of what you just fucking said because we know that it started. We know it made a bang. Okay, so it was never infinite, not ours, anyway, right? So she is wrong, but making the comment that it was always forever and gives credence for the other guy to say, "Oh, my shitty God could have been exactly the same boat as your concept of eternity." That's the problem, and that's why she's not thinking her statement through.
universe as we know it.
No, not if the time began at the Big Bang.
No. You said that it was forever as a possibility, but then you change the time frame by saying not if our universe started. Correct, you are correct if not, right? But then it's not forever.
Bang, retard.
No, it's not retard. You're changing the timing.
Okay, smart one. You just imagine
You say, okay, smart one.
No, you're saying if the universe always existed, then God didn't create it, moron.
No, he did not say that. That's what you said as an option that could always existed, right? You said three different fucking options, and he went with one of those options.
you're a genius if you can conceptualize a universe that always existed and then occurred iteration that's
Right. He's basically saying now because he's saying iteration, meaning that GodlessGirl is thinking of different options, right, or different possibilities.
14 billion years old.
13.7.
Can just replace the always existing universe with.
Remember, always existing. You cannot say always existing and then put a time frame. That's contradictory, right? And she did it, and he did it too.
An always existing God, and then our current universe, which is 14 billion years old. So it's
Wait,
the same
what?
way of thinking. Okay,
You're
so
just positing that.
I didn't understand what you said. Can you say it again?
okay, sure. So you were intelligently conceptualizing a eternal universe, right? That has always existed,
That was one option that she said, yes.
and that has been something. And then within that eternal universe, there's been some iteration. Our current universe, which is 17 billion years old, according to cosmologists.
14 billion years old.
Okay, I hear both, but okay, fine.
Well, it's wrong. 13.7, but who's checking?
We'll go 14. So we have 14 billion year old current, and you're conceptualizing, that is within an eternal universe. What I'm suggesting.
No. If you put a time to something, it's not eternal. He's wrong and she's wrong for not picking that up.
You do to
17
conceptualize.
billion years within an eternal universe?
17, no. 13. Now you're changing it. She's going for 14 to 17 and all over the fucking place.
No, 14 billion. You just said what the universe could have been eternal. I heard.
Correct. She said that. The universe. But remember, this is another thing. They are conflating universe with the Big Bang. The universe is the result of the Big Bang. The Big Bang is the beginning. They're conflating it.
Heard that come out of your mouth.
Yeah,
So-
that's like one of the many options.
Right. One of the many options.
Because you asked
Okay.
me,
Right. So taking that option. So take that option that you can conceptualize. Say, okay, you can
Remember, conceptualized.
understand that we can have an eternal universe, and then something specific happened 14 billion years.
No, he's conflating the word universe, right? The universe, the Big Bang is before the universe. Yeah? They don't get it, right?
to create our current iteration.
No,
current what?
no, I think you're mistaken a bit about this.
Yeah, he's mistaken. Correct. He's mistaken because he's conflating terms.
Well, let me
Our
just.
create our current what?
Oh, by the way, I'm not even fucking. When I watch this video, I'm not even thinking about refuting this, right? It's what she says afterwards. What got me? What the fuck?
Our current, since the Big Bang has been 14 billion years old, and you conceptualized that is within an eternal universe, so that there was something happening.
No. You're talking about like one bubble being inside the other one. He's talking about one universe and a small universe. So it's you're using two times, right? Being a big fucking time universe and being inside. This is where the Big Bang happened. That's what you're saying, right? You say that this is the whole fucking universe, right? The cosmos, right? Which is a contradiction because this was the result of a bang, right? And then you're saying that big universe, it was which is you call this eternity, right? And inside of that universe, eternity, there was a big bang. So that means two fucking universes. That's wrong, and they're not getting that.
Before that Big Bang.
If the universe is eternal, then God didn't create it, moron.
Okay, so
You see, but he's talking. Oh, that's bad.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
I said at the very beginning, if they're defining
I'm
God as
I
a disembodied mind that created the
I'm not
universe, then
The problem here is what I said. For example, that fucking Daffy Pooh, right? Creating it by just saying it, right? Poofing out of existence by just merely saying it.
that's
saying-
incoherent
I'm not
because of
saying- hold on.
time.
I'm not
So if there
saying-
was a
And this is what pissed me off, right? This is what pissed me off about this Godless Girl, because I know that was edited afterwards, right? She's put a fucking clown on top of his fucking face with a zoom in and zoom out, right? Thinking that he's a clown. He's not a clown.
past eternal universe, then that wouldn't
Let me make my point.
You cannot even say past eternal universe. Godless Girl, our universe started. Our universe started with a Big Bang 13.7 billion years ago. Period.
you're being rude, you're interrupting.
And you're being wrong.
Oh, you
So if
interrupted me.
if there was a past eternal universe, then it would be impossible for there to be a disembodied mind that created.
That statement is incoherent, right? That statement is incoherent because she's saying if it was there, that means there was no Big Bang. There was no beginning of our current universe. She's wrong. The statement is incorrect.
Created the universe, you stupid, retarded, asinine, moronic fool. You're an idiot.
See? He's an idiot. She makes incoherent statements, and she calls him all these 4 or 5 names, bad names put together.
I'm not saying that the universe is eternal. I'm saying that you're able to conceptualize an eternal universe. And then within that eternal universe, you're also able to conceptualize that there was a Big Bang event.
See? Conceptualizing an eternal universe, which is makes the a first universe, and then conceptualizing a second universe by a means of a Big Bang. That's all what he's saying.
14 billion years ago. That's a concept that you have in your mind. What I'm
Okay, but
suggesting.
that wouldn't
Okay,
be a
stop. Let me
disembodied mind.
continue. Can I finish my point?
That won't be a disembodied mind. That's fucking. That's not here nor there. What he said is incoherent, and she goes, "Well, that's not a disembodied mind." What the fuck?
And then you can respond. What I'm saying is, as you have that concept in your mind of an eternal universe and a 14 billion year old Big Bang,
Here,
instead, just say we have an eternal God and a 14 billion year old.
see, he's using the lame verbal nonsense that GodlessGirl did, or the opportunity to put forward a possibility of eternal universe, and then he took it upon himself to exploit that.
Big Bang. That's it. It's the same. You're just replacing an eternal universe with an eternal God. It's a concept, so you can see how it does actually make sense.
Okay, so did a disembodied mind create time then?
That's a stupid question.
If you're calling God the disembodied mind, then yes.
See, now a disembodied mind creating the universe, but he's not talking about the universe, the big one. He's talking about the small one, the inner one that went bang. It is wrong, obviously, but that's what he's conceptualizing. A big thing inside a small thing, and that small thing is our Big Bang going bang, and what we see now, it's like 2 fucking concentric circles. Yeah, and God was in the between them. Or he's God.
Yeah, you can't create time because that would mean you existed prior to time. It's gibberish, you moron.
Well, you just said that the eternal universe was creating in
What?
time. Well,
If the universe without a God, a God could coincide with the.
Now she fucked up again. Now she's granting the possibility that an eternal universe could exist with an eternal God. What the fuck?
Coexist with the universe without creating it. A God could.
See, now she went into his narrative, right? Into his world, right? So she's saying, she's just said that his imaginary friend went inside of the first circle universe, right? And without, he did not need to create that, and the Big Bang created itself. Nonsense. That's the level of the stupidity that they're talking about.
God in a universe could be past eternal if the God didn't create the universe, right?
So she's accepting that it could be past eternal without creating the universe. What universe?
Okay, so there's your God.
There you are. She just fucking conceded. Correct. She just fell into his trap. He's not right. She fell into his trap.
Look, that's I said at the beginning, a disembodied mind that created the universe. That's the objection.
Not the universe, our universe.
The thing I was giving the objection to. If you make up a different definition of God, then obviously my objection doesn't apply, you fucking moron.
It doesn't matter what definition you put to a supernatural entity. Really, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so the disembodied mind, as you call it.
So there was a disembodied mind that always existed that did not create the universe.
Let's say created the Big Bang.
Oh.
The Big Bang is the beginning of the fucking universe.
Okay.
Why you say okay?
Okay, so that's God.
Okay.
No, okay. Not okay.
Then my objection isn't to that, right? Obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
I
now you understand.
specified
Now
in
you
the
have
beginning, the very first thing I said was a disembodied mind that created the universe. So if you
okay.
want
So
to change the definition of God, is that what you're pointing out? Oh, I could change the definition and then your objection wouldn't apply.
It doesn't matter how you sugarcoat, how you dress somebody, it's still the same person. Okay? Attributes does not make how somebody did something, right? You can have a fucking carpenter dress as a clown, he can still do his job, right? So the attributes does not make, sorry, defining attributes just out of fucking thin air does not make the character true.
That's your point? You're an idiot. Yeah, of course it wouldn't fucking apply if you change the definition of what I'm giving an objection to. You're so fucking stupid.
It's not stupid because it doesn't matter what the definition is. GodlessGirl, what you should have said is prove that the God exists in the first place. That's it. End of discussion. Yeah, I'm not trying to feel fucking big in front of your big boys here.
okay, so now you can
You're a clown,
conceptualize.
sir. You're a clown.
No, he was not. If he's a clown, you were a fool. I'm not trying to insult you, lady, right? But it is what it fucking is, right?
Now you can conceptualize that there's a creator God who created the Big Bang that existed within this eternal universe that you can conceptualize.
How can you call eternal universe and then created the Big Bang? A circle outside another circle.
Right?
Okay. What's your
Okay,
point?
Or a sphere.
So
A
now you have
sphere.
a logical model of the understanding of how God exists outside of our big.
See, logical model. You're just making fucking models. Yeah, just to justify an existence of something that you cannot prove. Making models.
Bang.
Okay, so what?
No, you see, now is when she lost it. Okay, so what? You don't go to say to a Christian, okay, so what?
That's what happened. Now you know. Now your next step is to figure out who that God was, and
See, now she will be dancing in his tune.
hopefully that.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, funny enough, right? When this Christian mentioned 13, or not 13, I mentioned 13, 14.x million years, right? He is, by definition, right, an old age creationist. By definition. Right? That's what we understand when a Christian mentions millions of years. Right? They do understand the concept of science, evolution, and all this kind of stuff. She could have jumped in, right, with her claws and says, okay, hold on, 13.x amount of years. Okay, the Bible says it was created in 6 fucking days, 6,000 years ago. How do you fucking put that together? And then she could have ripped him up into pieces. But now she's gonna fucking tell the universe this, the universe that. It could be in multiple universe, right? That's why she fucked up that way.
Lead you to Jesus, because he was that God that created the Big
Well,
Bang.
that wouldn't be Jesus, right? Because according to the Bible.
See, that couldn't be Jesus. Well, okay, now she's going to say according to the Bible. This is when I'm the reason of my video.
Bible, God created the universe, not the Big Bang.
God created the universe, not the Big Bang. The Big Bang is the creation of the universe. That's ignorance.
Oh, it said God created the Big Bang. Jesus
There was a
created the Big Bang.
giant, you fucking retard. The Bible says there was a giant void. God exists.
This word, the giant void, she's absolutely fucking wrong. Right? This woman is absolutely fucking wrong. When I heard this right there, yeah, it was a gigantic void. No. Whoever wrote the fucking stupid lame fucking asshole Bible, Genesis 1, 2 does not mention the universe as the void. Right? It's mentioning the planet Earth, and I will prove this in a minute.
With a giant void, that means nothing. So the universe, he didn't exist with the universe. He existed with a void, you moron.
See? God existed with a void. Totally fucking wrong narrative. Totally wrong narrative. So what I'm going to do right now is go to the Bible Hub, right, and show you the actual fucking verse. Let's get the context of what the actual Bible says. I knew what the Bible said when she said that stupidity, right? So let me get Genesis 1 active and get this girl. Get this off. Right. Okay. So now we have got a Genesis 1 up and running. Okay. So this is Genesis 1:1, which is what it says in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning, allegedly, the main man, the imaginary friend, created the heavens and the earth. So made everything and the earth, which is bullshit. But let's go. Yeah. So let me go to Genesis 1:2, where the word void is mentioned, and my critique on the in the comment section of her video. Right here in English Standard Version or whatever fucking version, right? King James Bible, and this is the bulk of the problem. And the earth was without form and void. The term here, void, is referring specifically, exclusively, yeah, to the planet Earth. That was my contention towards her, right? So, in the New King James Version, the American Standard, this void and desolate emptiness, which is void, right? NASB, earth was formless and void, right? Amplified version, void, a waste of emptiness. So it's not emptiness of the universe, emptiness of the planet, right? Darkness cover, whatever, emptiness, darkness cover the surface, whatever, and void here, right? So different versions of the Bible says that, right? So let me get rid of this, but now I'm actually proving, which I did not need to prove. And remember, from here onwards, I'm proving that the Bible writer put emphasis that the planet Earth was the one void, basically day one, right? So let me get rid of this shit and put the video up. Let me change. Right now, remember, we don't need to see the Bible Hub anymore, right? The reference in the Bible is based on Genesis 1:2, which refers to, which I am saying refer, that this woman could not understand what the fuck what was, is referring to planet Earth. So remember, planet Earth, we know about it, right? But now you got that in your mind, planet Earth, void, planet Earth, and look what this fucking stupid woman says.
Right, and then he created the Big Bang after that. Right, created light, and created all the everything.
So what? Yeah, so
Okay.
but a God that coexisted with a past eternal universe wouldn't be the God of the Bible, would it?
Yeah, yes, he's the creator God.
I just said a past eternal, look, a void cannot be a past eternal universe. A void is nothing.
See? She's mentioned a void as part of the universe. Like she's saying basically that that allegedly he's claiming that his God made the universe empty. Right? That's basically what she's saying, void. The universe has been empty. If the universe was empty, there was no fucking earth to write it upon it. So she's conflating what the text says. I'm not saying the text is right. I'm saying she's contradicting it. And I think she's not aware of it.
Okay. So maybe just
Okay, do you agree that...
And then, for example, we got Tom Robert. He did not pick up on it. We got John Lee, right? A Christian that he should know his shit, right? She should have said to GodlessGirl, excuse me, you got Genesis 1, 2 incorrect. It's not about the fucking universe being void, but actually the planet. That's the level of stupidity that nobody fucking picked up on it.
If there exists nothing but a void and a God, that there
Nothing but a void and a God. Wrong. She fucked up there big time. She's making herself look like a fucking fool. I'm not saying she's a fool. She's making herself look like a fool.
does not exist a universe.
Not at that time, but later on the universe was created.
See, not at that time. He's talking nonsense as well, right? He doesn't know how to defend his own Bible, and he's trying to come back to dance to GodlessGirl point of view. Remember, she went to him first, and then now he's going back to her. These two cannot, because he's an old age creation. He has to coexist with the scientific method, with the science, basically, right? And he cannot fit his model of young Earth creation, like what it says in the Bible, the 6 days of creation, is incoherent, right? But the way GodlessGirl is depicting or expressing the concept of void is totally wrong, absolutely fucking wrong.
Out of the void.
But you just proposed that the universe always existed.
No. You said that as one of the possibilities. You're twisting his concept.
And you proposed that it was the
No.
Christian God that always existed with the universe, but the Bible says that there was a void.
No, you see, the Bible said there was a void. No, GodlessGirl, you are freaking wrong. Absolutely fucking wrong.
I'm just trying to fit it within a model that you already understand.
Right, you see, now he's going towards her.
Say you now understand.
Yeah,
how
you're
you
trying
can
to fit
have
it
a
and it
God.
doesn't fit.
It fits very well. I don't know. You have some.
How does a fucking past eternal universe fit with there being nothing but a void and a God?
See? She just made herself a fucking fool. Genesis 1, 2 does not say that.
Explain that. What now? Everybody in the room, watch him fail.
Watch and fail. She's saying everybody in the room, right? That means if nobody responds to her error, and she's saying, look at the room, it's a typical Daft Dawkins bullshit approach to say, excuse me, everybody in the room. I could say exactly the same thing to you, GodlessGirl, right? I got 200 odd subscribers. I can say to all my subscribers, look at how this girl, GodlessGirl, sounds like a real fool, yeah, misinterpreting Genesis 1, 2, conflating the void of the planet Earth versus the void of the universe. Who is the fool in this picture? Who is the fool?
Explain. How is that not a contradiction?
Aaron, this isn't a good look for you, man. Just
And this, Daniel, this doesn't look good for you. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Nonsense.
I'm trying.
Aaron, are you trolling me? I don't think you're this stupid. I think I'm getting trolled.
no.
No, he's not stupid. He's just thinking his own way, but you're not that far from there, young lady.
Well, he is. No, he's.
I don't think he's this stupid.
I'm sincere. Yeah. Okay. So you have your conception.
No,
of
sir,
this
I'm not gonna
void.
get trolled. This is just silly.
Well, let me
Yeah,
just try.
I agree.
Let me give it one more shot.
So you're gonna explain how there existing nothing but a God in a void is
No, young lady, you mentioned you. It's like what Rambo said. You drew first blood. You mentioned the void, not him. Right? You starting this fucked up thing about being a void in the universe. That's your lack of understanding of the Genesis 1, 2. And that's sad.
not a contradiction to say there's nothing but a God in a void and that there's a God, a void, and something else which is a past eternal universe. You don't think that's a contradiction?
No, that's gibberish. That's absolutely fucking nonsense, what you just said. Right? You just made that shit up. Yes, it is nonsense. I agree with you 100%. But you said it in an incoherent way. It's just fucking word salad. You just
Do you know what a contradiction is, sir?
contradiction. Do you know what Genesis 1:2 says?
I think of it differently than you do. But
Well, I think it's a proposition and its negation in conjunction.
Ooh, ooh. Did she read that, or she just fucking made it up, or what? That was the most intelligent thing she said so far.
so you're able to conceptualize the Big Bang and then a universe outside that Big Bang that exists eternally. What I'm saying is
She's not. We don't have to conceptualize the Big Bang, right? You're saying the Big Bang and the universe. Big fuck up there. She never. Excuse me. She never picked it up, and none of the other idiots in the room picked it up either.
that outside of that Big Bang was Jesus or Yahweh, who
Nonsense. That's nonsense. He cannot make. He's making a claim without backing it up.
created the Big Bang, and then
He's saying, just to put it in a layman's term, that's equivalent of saying he created the incendiary device, the Big Bang, right? He first of all cannot comprehend how fucking big the universe is, or our current universe, or our visible universe, right? Because we cannot see galaxies that we once saw, because it's gone beyond the scope of what we can see. They're moving away, right? You cannot comprehend. None of you can comprehend how big, how vast the universe is, right? It's absurd, to say the least.
and then he entered into his creation. It's let's say sometime
Okay,
14
you
billion
said
years
a
later.
past eternal universe.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah. So if there exists nothing but a God and a void, then
I got and avoid. How fucking stupid she is sounding there. Oh man, listen, I might have an accent, but I would not give it up for stupidity. Trust me, I will not give it up. Yeah, I got and avoid. How fucking lame, stupid comment you can say.
there does not exist a past eternal universe, right?
And she sound confident. That's the fucking irony of it. Yeah, she's saying something like if she know it's true, like with conviction, right? It's fucking lame.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right.
I'm asking you, if it is the case that there existed nothing but a God and a void,
No. You don't get to say if. If you give a conditional statement, you open the door for him to say, okay, fuck it. It could have existed. Right? That's one of the many errors this woman have said throughout this 17 minute video.
then it would be the case that there was not a past eternal universe, right?
Well, I mean, you could call it whatever you want, but that eternity that
I don't
existed
understand.
before the Big Bang.
A child could understand. I don't believe you're this stupid. I think you're trolling me. Can somebody else explain the question to me? I'm not question to him because I don't want to get trolled. I think I'm getting trolled. This is silly.
No, you're not getting trolled, right? You are conflating concepts. You're misunderstanding terminology in the Bible, right? And because it's a fucking word salad between you and him, an atheist and him a theist, right? And you are clashing terminologies of universe here, Big Bang there, and all mangled up. It's a word salad. Of course you don't fucking understand it.
He's a waste of time.
This guy is a waste of time. GodlessGirl was a waste of time, in my opinion. And I don't want to argue with you, Jack. Right? But you said a damn thing. Right? He's a waste of time. It was not a waste of time. He's got his own belief system, and GodlessGirl got his belief system wrong. Right?
Aaron, are you a young Earth creationist or an old Earth
Oh,
creationist?
he's a
By Daniel. That was a stupid comment that he said. Right? Are you a young Earth creationist or an old age creationist? If the Christian mentions 13.14 billion years, how the fuck this is another damn atheist, right? It says, are you an old age creation or a young Earth creation? Why would the fuck would you make a stupid question like that, right? How? The geezer said, this guy said that he's conceptualizing the universe being old, not 6,000 plus 6 days. Are we clear, Daniel? So that was a stupid fucking question.
theist? I thought he was a dumb atheist.
Dumb atheist. If he's a dumb atheist, I don't know what it make you. You make a full atheist.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I just said that the universe is 14 billion years old.
Right, he stipulated an old age creation event.
Are you
cosmological model.
a Christian or?
Are you a Christian? He doesn't know what the fuck he is. Oh, jeez.
Or atheist or?
I'm a Christian.
He talked about Jesus, and this guy was not fucking listening, right? Or he was fucking cleaning his ears. This guy Daniel, right? How dumb can you be? You don't. It's like you know what? This fucking clubhouse. I got this funny feeling that these people here are standing like if they're standing in a crowd, looking like that, minding their own fucking business or hearing a comment between two people, right? And after fucking half an hour, this Daniel comes along and says, "Excuse me, are you a Christian? Are you a young Earth creation or old Earth creation?" Daniel, haven't you fucking been hearing? Seriously, see.
That's why I said Jesus created.
I think
the
big
that makes me a Christian.
I think the Big Bang is located in Matt's forehead.
I think the Big Bang is in Matt's forehead. Really?
I mean, I believe in the scientific models the same way. I just understand them as results of what God has done.
Right. Old age creationists. There are a few of them around.
So I'm not like I don't think that's why I don't. I mean, it doesn't. The Bible doesn't even say that the Earth is only 6,000 years old. So there's no reason to believe it. There's more evidence.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because what the young Earth creationists are saying, and these fuckers are not saying it, yes, it does. And you are wrong. See, I critique GodlessGirl, I'm critiquing you as well. Yes, it does. Because young Earth creationists are using shit genealogy anyway, and then the 6 days events of creation. 6 literal days. You know the ones, the 6 days, the first 3 days was without a sun, and they're still using the concept of a day? That type of bullshit claim. So excuse me, the Bible is a 6-day recreation of the event of the earth, right? Being day number 1, the one with the earth being void. GodlessGirl, the planet was void, not the fucking universe.
Oh wait, why are you a Christian?
Why are you a Christian? That's fucking irrelevant. Mind your own fucking business. Doesn't matter why you're a Christian.
Why do you believe the Bible is true? Yeah, why do you believe the Bible is true?
No, wrong. That's the wrong answer. Right? If you would have noticed that the Bible reflects on young Earth creation, you should have said why the Bible says 6 days has the universe was created in 6 days. When you say it's 14, you destroy him. You intellectually destroy him by saying, well, were you a fucking Christian? That's a dumb question.
There's no reason to think it's false.
Yes, it is. And if she would have picked it up on the contradiction between the different ages, different ages, for 6 days with fucking 13.7 billion years old, right? That's fucking difference.
So, it's good, pretty historical. It's got history. It's got prophecy. It explains Jesus, the resurrection of Jesus.
Well, from here on, he's talking about the Bible, right? And I'm going to leave it here soon. Okay, I'm not interested in the rest of the comment. My main focus here was on the stupidity from GodlessGirl to put emphasis, the void, on the universe instead of the planet, right? And her cursing him out for thinking the way he is thinking when she fucking got it wrong, mega wrong, the concept. Okay, so I don't need to carry on from here. I will leave the link of the video, her video, not Tom Rabbit's video, her video, which is the one I'm criticizing, where you can see my comments, and then it would make sense what I was saying, right? And I reiterate in here, I did not want to make this video if she would realize what I was saying about the void. If she would have wrote it down, you know what, Oscar, or look out for number 1, sorry, I fucked up. Yeah, now I understand what you were saying. I did not need to make the video. I did not need to research this girl, right? And finding out that this girl is a loose cannon, in that case, right? That she needs fucking help, right? I would never need to find out how fucked up this girl is in his mind, right? And it would not be. I would not be none of the wiser. But this level of stupidity between atheist and theist, and atheists not even fucking picking it up. They're just there sitting like fucking plants in a pot. Yeah, just wiggling around. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel here. Is it young Earth creation or old Earth creation? That's an atheist saying that. Right? And if you got this room at this level, even John Lee did not pick it up, and I'm not fucking going having a go at you, John Lee. It's just that you didn't fucking pick it up, right? So yeah, that's it. That was the content that I wanted to put out. It's not that even quality of it or anything like that. It's just a mere disapproval or criticism about the way she went about explaining her point of view, which is totally fucking wrong anyway. Yeah. So with that, I say, if you managed to watch up to here, I thank you for that. If not, doesn't matter, you're still infidels, right? So until the next time, ta-da.